Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. Today we got a good one. All of you, male and female, who understand this concept, this is for you. My philosophy says making life daily sacrifice means you're living right. I am. Are you? Let's talk about it. Radism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get it together. So I ask the question: do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. Excuse me. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. Hey, to my eye be true. If your relationship, marriage, friendship, whatever it is, if you're not willing to sacrifice every day during your life, you're not going to end well. The relationship won't go right. Why? Making life just making life's daily sacrifice means you're living right. And if you're in a relationship, that's what you want to have. Life is never, and understand what sacrifice means. Not killing an animal, killing somebody, that dumbass, excuse me, that's nonsense. Is giving up something that you desire, that you think you deserve, but you willingly sacrifice it for the good of the situation. That's daily life sacrifice. From my philosophical point of view, everybody might not see it the same way, but let's work with it. Work with it from that angle, and you may get a better perspective. Okay. Remember, when we hear sacrifice, first thing we think of somebody killing something, killing a chicken or an animal or maybe a human being. What? For ritualistic purposes. Stop that. It's all individual. Every person had to make a sacrifice for themselves, for the good of the situation or relationship that they're involved in. How about that? That's my philosophy, not the other stuff. All right, so now we know. All right, daily, I make sacrifices for the sake of keeping what? Peace and harmony in my life. They tell you, fellas, happy wife, happy life. If you ain't sacrificing to make your mate happy, you're not gonna be happy either. See where we going with this? Come on now. It's a give and take. And if you're giving, you shouldn't have to take much. Okay? It shouldn't take much to give when it's all in the right way, for the right purpose. If you're not willing to make your life daily sacrifices, you're not ready to what? Live right or think right. Right thinkers do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. And if you can't make the sacrifices for the good of your relationship, you're not gonna have a good relationship. Most of the people like that end up by themselves anyway. It's called selfish. Yes, I'm here giving life lessons daily, but I'm also learning my own life lessons that I live by. My muse is my life. I give you life lessons as I'm learning too. I'm still learning. I don't know everything I need to know about life or myself, so I'm still learning on a day-to-day basis, and I just take you along for the ride. Hope you're enjoying it. I ain't gonna problem bringing you along. I'm enjoying it. Okay, so when you make your personal sacrifices for somebody other than yourself, you're giving for someone else for their benefit. That's a good thing. And if it's your friend, mate, whatever, that should always be a good thing. You feel me? So if you're willing to do that for those people, family and friends, you ain't a good person. That's all. Again, in life, you have to be willing to sacrifice. If not, you're going to be alone. Why? That's called being selfish. I get a perfect example, and I may let it be. Okay, this is real. Okay, there was a time in my life when I wouldn't sacrifice nothing. If it wasn't what I wanted to do, I'm not doing it. I ain't entertaining the thought. How was that guy? Didn't give a damn about nobody but themselves. Oh, he learned it from that guy. I wasn't born that way. I learned that. Again, certain behaviors are learned. Okay, and some of them are not good. So I had to break that one. Why? That ain't me. That ain't how. That don't make me feel good. My mother says, I remember, she never felt good doing bad. I've never heard nobody say that. Most people, I used to relish it being bad. So I get the guns. All right. But again, if you're not wanting to give of yourself for somebody else, you're not a good person. I'll leave it there. But there was a time when, again, I wasn't a good person. Simple. Why? I had that mentality. I ain't man, you crazy. If ain't nothing in it for me, I ain't doing it. Remember them kind of people? You don't? Check the mirror. All right. But if you're living right, yeah, just what? That means you're making life's sacrifice when daily in your daily life. You're going to have to. Why? That's what it's all about. If you ain't realizing that, you may want to do this. You may not want to do that. You do it for the good of making keeping the peace, like I tell you. Okay, some people call it kissing butt, bowing down. No, I don't look at nothing that's good for the relationship as being bad. Simple as that. Moving on. So, selfish, egoistic people will do anything for you but sacrifice. Okay? Those kind of people will not do it. It ain't in them. It's just not in them. That's those kind of people. Selfish kind of people will sacrifice, aka they would, excuse me, selfless, right thinkings, good people. We will give you the shirt off our back. A selfish person won't do that. Why they think of themselves? I ain't gonna be cold. No, I need mine. See, right there, they're not willing to share. And those kind of people is everywhere. Those kinds of they fester. Why? Because it's easier for some people to be that way. Okay, giving, doing, and being nice or somebody else, they don't have it in them. That's selfish. But for every, excuse me, understand this. This is the part I want you to understand. For every life sacrifice that you make for the good of your relationship or your friendship, whatever it is, partnership, business, whatever sacrifice you make, you are what? Earning your blessings for doing the right thing. I do it every day. Make it a way of life. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And that's what makes what? Sacrificing the more better. Why? Because when you do that, you get something in return. The sacrifice is meant for that reason. Since you gave up something for the right reason, you're going to get something in return. That makes sense? I'm not a preacher, so I don't know how to put it in biblical form. My pastor would tell you, you get that in the Bible, find it somewhere in there. I know that's a method, a concept is in there philosophically, but I'm telling you, if you sacrifice of yourself, something that you desire and want, you let that go by, acquiesce to the situation, and take the hit. I'll take the hit. Why? I'm strong. I can bounce back. Some people can't take the hit of doing something they don't want to do. Why? It just tears them up. Leave them people alone. But when you do the good thing, you get blessed for that. That's what I'm trying to get my point across. And only those who are living right will make what? Daily sacrifices. That's right. That's a fact. And that's how it's done. When you do things for other people to benefit them, that's a sacrifice. Good deed, whatever you want to call it. But God recognizes those things. Excuse me. That's how you putting in, okay, making sacrifices is putting money in God's blessed bank. How about that? You store blessings by doing the right thing for others. God see that. Don't worry about it. He see it. You get me? Okay. So that when you are in need of a blessing, oh Lord, don't worry about it. You got stored up. Go ahead and get you something out of there. Take what you need. I love that idea. And I will always, personally, this is what I live for. Make the sacrifice. That's what makes things go better. If it's up to me to do that, I would do it every time. Every time. Why? I want things to go better. If I want things to go my way, I should be by myself. Simple as that. Those people who feel that way, that's what they're gonna end up anyway. Why? Because the person they're with ain't gonna keep putting up with that. That's why. If you ain't willing to sacrifice for your wife or your husband, you're gonna have an empty life. Why? You're gonna end up by yourself. Simple. Most of y'all do. Recognize it. Don't be a money market quarterback. Don't realize what your flaws was after you done did it. How about recognize it before and stop them? Change them. Okay? Make the difference. Again, if you're married, or you're in a relationship, even if gay, I don't give a crap. Okay, man to man, woman, if y'all in a relationship, y'all still gotta make sacrifice. How about that? So whatever relationship you're in, whatever you are in, how it sacrifices have to be made. Wow, it's normal. It's called give and take. Sacrificing for yourself, of yourself, for the good of somebody else. Those are good deeds. Okay, don't get caught up in all right. Okay. All liars and cheaters will not make life sacrifice. Why? In their life. Why? They're only going to do what they want to do, so they'll never be blessed. People used to say about bad luck. We used to claim we had a phrase. Wasn't for bad luck, we had no luck at all. Bad luck means you're not being blessed. How about that? You're not living right. So you ain't deserving of a blessing. You ain't sacrificed. You ain't did nothing right. So why are you even asking God for anything? What you do for him? Do you recognize him? You worship and praise him? Spare me. God blesses perfect segue. Again, I'm a spiritual philosopher. I can talk God all day. God blesses all those sacrifice makers. I told you, that's how you get the blessing, by doing something right for somebody other than yourself. That's sacrifice, not killing something. Say, oh, in the name of something. That nonsense. So become a sacrificer and what? Be blessed. If you do something good for somebody else, they don't just benefit, you do in the long run. Why? Because what you did for them, when you need what you need, that's what you're going to get. That's called a blessing. Half of us don't know what a blessing is. Why? We ain't did nothing worthy of getting one so long or so often that we call it luck. I don't deal with luck. All right? I don't mind making life sacrifices. Why? Because it keeps my blessings coming. That's why if you ask me why I do what I do, I would tell you. Whether you like it, agree, I don't give a damn. But I'm going to tell you, I know what I'm doing. I know why. I can explain to you. No problem. Okay? That's called being artistic and expressing yourself in a respectful manner. I can do that. I will sacrifice any and everything for what's right in my life. If I want something that will deter me or put me in a bad situation, forget that. Why? I ain't making that sense. I'm not gonna do that to what? Cause a problem in my situation or relationship. Ain't happening. Cheating, sneaking, creeping, those things ain't happening. That's all. When you can put that's the sacrifice you need to make in life. Why? You benefit. Feel me on that one. Trust me. Okay. And here's the person one. This is the dig. Anybody know me know right here. I love crabs. Okay. Sometimes I get allergic to them. Sometimes I break out when I eat them. Don't give a damn. I'm going to eat them. I keep my Benadryl just in case. Okay. But yeah, I love crab. And for the last 40 years, I eat crab every Friday. When I worked at UPS, I would call the crab spot, put my order in, come in, walk past the line, through the line, get my crab and go because I was a regular. I've been doing this a long time. Okay, the place I go to now, I'm there 15 years now. Okay, my spot, I'm there every week. And when I ain't there, they question what happened tomorrow. Why? Because they know I'm there every week. And if I'm not, that's the sacrifice sometimes I got to make because life situation won't allow that. But if it's up to me, I'm eating crap. I'll call it payday. I will work and do everything you need me to do. Why? Because on Friday, I want something in return. See, and one thing about the blessings, God don't care about the situation. Okay, He's gonna bless you. You deserve a blessing, you get it. You ain't got to well in God's time. No. That's y'all. That's losers talk. Okay, but if something that you like to do or choose to do it and like to do, when you can sacrifice that, that's a sacrifice. Every Friday, I gotta make a sacrifice. Okay, then in the world, but again, that's what a true sacrifice is. Something you desire, not a human being. Okay, and if I have to make a life sacrifice not to have my crabs, the reason to justify it should be right. That's all I'm saying. If I can't situate whatever, I understand that. But my choice, just saying, that's what I'm trying to show you. I make sacrifices too for stuff that I particularly like. Some things I just have to let go. Okay, but the sacrifice is to give up something that you don't, and something you really trust, you really truly love, something of value. Okay, and when y'all do the Lent thing, y'all do the whatever y'all do that with that ash window, whatever it is, and y'all give up something. I gave up crabs. Again, see, I heard people giving up stupid stuff. No, give up something that's worth it. My pastor gave up coffee. His love for the Lord. That's what I'm saying. Give up something to show you got some discipline. That's all. Oh, no, I ain't telling anybody what to do, how to do it. I did crap. That's what I'm saying. Sacrificing means giving up something that you cherish, that you like, that you really don't want to, but you're gonna do it. That's what sacrifice means, not a whole bunch of other nonsense. Modern day people hear sacrifice, they thinking killing, somebody dying. Okay, no, it's about you doing something or giving something for somebody else's benefit. My philosophy. That's not no, it ain't written nowhere. It's just my philosophy. Okay, right here. Let me wrap this up for you. If I have to make the sacrifice, okay, I did that. Sacrifice, okay, right there. Now I have gotten so used to what daily sacrificing things that I look forward to what the peace in my what in my household. I can make a big fuss. I will never complain. I ain't that dude. I don't cry out loud. I don't bitch and complain. I just do it begrudgingly, whatever. But I'm not gonna complain. Okay, I can't stand hearing people bellyache and just do it. And I do just that. I button my lip and put my best foot forward and give it my best effort to get it done. Talk later. If I get a chance, I'll let you know how I feel. That's what you ain't gonna want. But trust me, I will make the sacrifice. And on a regular basis, not no problem. Any relationship, married, whatever, male and male, women and women, don't make a difference. Any relationship or marriage, to be successful, some sacrifices will have to be made by one or the other. Hopefully by both. Why? If I am willing to sacrifice, you better be willing to sacrifice. Some people are. And you're in a relationship with that kind of person, you'll see for yourself. Okay? They are who they are. And if they're selfish, your decision now is how you want to deal with them. Moving on. I'm not here. I ain't nobody's advisor with relationship or marriage advisor. I ain't got time for none of that. I'm just calling it the way it is. You can figure it out for yourself. Again, life is one hell of a fight. But you can win it when you make what? Life sacrifice and do what's right. I said that. Yeah, that's how I look at it. And you can win the fight in life every day. What? As long as you put your best foot forward. That's all. Keep a step up and left jab and keep that right hand home. And every time you get a chance, you drive it right down their throat. Okay? That's a good boxing analogy that I learned growing up. Okay. Again, wrapping it up. Appreciate you tuning in. Life, again, we know it's a fight. How you win? I had 2 bad marriages. Okay? And why? I was making sacrifices that wasn't getting none in return. I'm not going to continue to do that. So I don't want to file for divorce in both my marriages. Okay, I made the decision, I ain't doing this. Okay, so I will leave in a heartbeat. Not disrespect, no. One got the money, other one got the house. Now I ain't got nothing but peace of mind. I can live with that. less sacrifices. All right, but again, because neither one of them were willing to sacrifice. And I can't deal with those kind of people. Simple as that. In my life. Now, you can do what you want. I could care less. But with me, no, I ain't dealing with that. So, again, I would do the necessary, take necessary precautions to take care of that problem. If we have a problem between us, and I'm the problem, I'll solve that problem real quick. I'll take care of that for you. Moving on. I've learned over the years, okay, about sacrificing in life. And it's one of my life lessons that's test. Did you pass your life test of making sacrifices for what? The betterment of your relationship, your marriages, your friendship, or your business relationship? Are you the one making the sacrifice, or are you expecting the other one to? Let me take it home. If you want your wife to be happy, or your husband, you know what you gotta do? Sacrifice. I hear women giving all these, but I ain't got time for that. Or do this, man. No, no, no. Sacrifice meaning doing what's right for the relationship. Now, what that entails, that ain't got nothing to do with me. If I do behind closed doors relationship, keep it to yourself. Keep the media out your damn bedroom. Jesus Christ. Some things are private. Bedroom and bathroom off limits. Simple. Moving on. All right, let me get this out the way. But again, if you want your mate to be happy, then you will be making what? Daily sacrifice, like Mr. Wright. Trust me. I will make the sacrifice. Why? Because it also builds what? Moral character, and that's bettering yourself. And putting yourself in a position to earn blessings. That's a win-win. Never mind. Oh, no, no, no. As long as you do what you're supposed to do, that's all that matters. And this is my philosophy. Take it in. Last one. Take it from a spiritual philosopher. Sacrifice daily for the good of life, says what? Mr. Wright. Daily sacrifices are good. Why? That keeps the relationship going in the right direction, if nothing else. And puts you in a position to be blessed. Trust me on that one. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Right thing. I got to go. But in closing, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I know none of my right thinkers who know about daily sacrifices have passed away. Have you made yours?